G'day. We all feel a bit down in the dumps at times or stressed about things. But I thought I'd talk to you again today about anxiety. Life is uncertain. Uncertainty is part and parcel of our life's journey. If someone hasn't learned to live with uncertainty as they've grown up, then they'll never feel all right. This is why children cannot tolerate uncertainty. When you get to a certain age, you start to become emotionally mature, and you learn to live with uncertainty. You learn to make room and come to terms with it. Life is all about learning to live with many things that come along. Challenges are going to happen to every one of us. We all walk the same journey. That journey is not going to miss any one of us. It comes along, we do what we can, and we learn to live with it. Whether it is chronic pain, financial problems, or relationships. Whether it is health or losses, it will keep coming to all of us. We can only manage to some degree. The rest we learn to live with. We don't like it, but we learn to coexist and make room for it. That includes aging and dying. We don't like it, but we learn to live with it. That is important to learn to live with, because if you don't learn to live with difficult things, we will never get any peace. That's why some people are never very peaceful. They always feel agitated or restless, because they haven't learned to live with all that. That includes anxiety. The reason is it's a normal human emotion. The only way you can get rid of anxiety completely is if you became a robot. If you were to press a button to get rid of anxiety, then you're left with no feeling at all. On one side of the coin is love and attachment. On the flip side of the coin is pain. Now, if you say you don't want pain, you press the red button and you get rid of anxiety. You never get pain again, emotionally. But by pressing that red button, you also get rid of attachment and love. So there is no one without the other. If you love or are attached to someone, sooner or later you're going to get pain. You get pain when you argue because you care for that person. You get pain when you lose that person. It will come. It's just the flip side. The same with anxiety, all emotions. It's just being human. And we learn to accept that. That's why whenever anxiety comes, you do mindfulness meditation, you do deep breathing or what you can. But don't be frightened every time anxiety comes. You think, oh, I have to get rid of it, I have to get rid of it. Some people escape with drugs. Others escape with alcohol. Some people hide in the room. But in the long run, it just makes your life less fulfilling, and your life becomes more and more isolated. And you could get into trouble with addiction, just purely because the person becomes more and more emotionally allergic to the anxiety, which all normal people get from time to time. Everyone's responsible for their own lives. If you have anxiety and you have an emotional storm, you feel anxious inside, depressed inside, you can't always get rid of those emotions, but you can ground yourself. It's like an external thunderstorm. You can't get rid of it, but you can ground yourself. Like when you're in a boat and there's a storm, you can put the anchor down to stabilize yourself. It's the same with an emotional storm. If you have those emotions, you can always get in touch with yourself and your surroundings and say, you're okay. So let those feelings come and go, and they will come and go. Don't struggle with them, and don't feel the moment you have anxiety that you have to get rid of anxiety. You don't need to. You don't need to run away from it all the time. It's a normal human emotion. It's far better if you learn to let it come and say, I know it's anxiety, at least I know what it is. It's all right. It won't kill me. It's a normal human emotion. If you let it come and let it go, instead of struggling with it, it's a lot better. The minute you struggle with it, anxiety grows from a ping pong ball size to a tennis ball to a football. It gets bigger and bigger. It's no good to struggle with it. The storm will go. It comes and goes. Just remember, it's a normal human emotion. I hope that's helped a little bit. Remember, if you're feeling affected by these things, go and have a chat to your friendly doctor. They're used to dealing with these problems every day. I've also put together a playlist of my own experiences, which you can check out if you like on my channel. Cheers, and be happy.